Good morning, it's Stevan Vuk-Luboya from Property Nest Estate Agents with another session of Ask Steven. We've had a number of good questions come in this week, so we'll jump straight into it. How do we compare this downturn to the one that we had in 2011 and 2012? Well, the buyer's behaviour is very similar, but the main difference is the cause of it. This particular downturn was not tied to unemployment increases or interest rate increases. This was directly tied to funding availability. The main differences between this one was it was sharper, it was faster, and according to Tim Lawless, we're already sort of starting to see it slow down, which means that we're either at the bottom of the circle or very close to it. What are buyers looking for in this current market? Well, as the market slows, buyers start to look for perfection, and unfortunately perfection is pretty much unattainable. Even buyers who will go and develop their own properties, knock down, rebuild, end up with a home that's 99% what they were looking for. There's a couple of things that always change. In my 20 years experience as both as a homeowner and a real estate agent, I generally think that perfection is unattainable. Location is really the number one thing the buyer should be looking for, because it's the one thing they can't change about their home. What advice do we give property investors? Well, do your homework. Check current market rentals, check projected rental returns. Know what the goal is with your investment, whether you're looking for capital growth, wealth creation, tax minimisation, or cash flow that you're after. A different investment property will suit each one of those areas. There's a great article that I saw from a guy called Larry Schlesinger. Email me if you'd like a copy of it. His advice is that number one thing is buy before January 2020, because obviously there are a number of changes that could hit our tax system, which would change the ability for your investment property. And final question, what are the challenges for motivated sellers? Right now, more than ever, you have to present your home for the wider market. Quirky, unusual renovations or decorations could lose you potential buyers. Have your property appropriately appraised. A lot of agents are still 3 to 4 or 5 months behind where the market truly is at the moment. So be dealing with an agent who's happy to have that difficult conversation before you go on the market. Be prepared for a longer campaign, or be prepared for an auction campaign, but only do it with an agent who understands the auction process and can demonstrate that they've been doing it for a long time. Finally, plan to spend a little bit more on marketing than you would normally expect. In this particular market where there are less buyers around, you do not want to be cutting corners looking for that perfect buyer for your particular home. A good agent should be able to give you a number of digital and traditional media options for your campaign. But if you'd like to have a confidential chat about how you should be presenting your home, feel free to give me a call or send me an email to the email address. So that's it for Ask Steven this morning. Please send through your questions for next Wednesday. Look forward to talking to you again.